Is now having an impact far beyond the West African nations hit hard by the virus. Patients are now under observation in the United States, Spain, and Australia. Ebola has killed nearly 4,000 people worldwide, including the first person diagnosed on American soil. The U.S. is ramping up its efforts to fight the disease. 100 Marines stationed in Spain headed to Liberia today, and more soldiers in Texas are preparing to deploy to West Africa. And across the country, from airports to hospitals, officials say they are prepared to put the brakes on an Ebola outbreak even before it starts. As Fox 2's Kelly Hoskins explains, although there has not been a threat at Lambert Airport, officials say they are ready if it would ever occur.
The government announced Wednesday that it is expanding airport examinations to guard against the spread of Ebola. On that same day, the first person diagnosed with the disease in the United States died. Now, travelers from Ebola-affected countries will face increased security at 5 major U.S. airports. Lambert-St. International Airport at this point is not on the list.
They're taking some enhanced measures at 5 gateway international airports in the U.S. and only at those 5 airports because they receive about 94% of the traffic from the affected countries in West Africa. St. Louis isn't one of those gateway airports, and so we're not part of those extra measures.
And although no directive has been issued for airport officials to change their emergency procedures, officials say they are ready to respond if the threat ever occurs.
The airport gets consultation and guidelines not only from the FAA but as well as the Centers for Disease Control on how it handles any illness, whether it be Ebola or other diseases.
Some travelers have mixed emotions about the news.
We were watching the news and we saw about all the tests that they were doing at the airports, and it was kind of odd sitting there with your suitcase in hand, having breakfast and hearing about Ebola.
If you worry about that, you might as well be worrying about every little disease you could possibly think. If you're going to worry about one disease, you might as well scare yourself to death.
Reporting from Lambert-St. International Airport, Kelly Hoskins, Fox 2 News.